Hello and namaste. In continuation with the statistical techniques, we are still dealing with the Karl-Pearson's correlation coefficient because I wanted to explain you each and every formula properly and how to apply that particular formula for the particular question. So in this is the question: calculate Karl-Pearson's coefficient of correlation from the data. Now, if you observe this data is having a very small numbers like 14, 13, 12. So this numbers is very small. The numbers are small for this x and y, and that is the reason we'll be going ahead with this type of method, which is known as a direct method. Now, this direct method is directly taking the variables here instead of going for assumed mean or calculating the mean of the data and then going ahead. This is direct method. So for this particular direct method, we need this summation of xy, summation of x, summation of y. So accordingly, we need to form the table. Now, if you'll observe this number of capital N, in the present case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So capital N is 8 here, right? Now, summation of xy, summation of x, summation. So that means what I need the table first, the caption of the table as first as the number, right? Second, so here it will be 1 to 8 numbers would come here. Then I need here the x, all the variables listed x here, y here. Why? Because we need it here the summation sign. Let me just write down here because the formula will come down. So I need here the summation sign. Summation of x I need. So this will give me summation of x, summation of y. Then I need x squared, y squared and xy. So here it is summation of x squared. So this particular column will give us summation of x squared. This column will give us summation of y squared, and this would give us summation of xy. Take the values, put it in the formula, you will get the answer. So let us go ahead and build up the table. I have directly done the table here. So it's number x, y, x square, y square and xy. So this is what the number of columns. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 columns we needed, including the number. Okay, so this is x. So we need the summation of x as 120, summation of y as 104, x square summation as 1818. So this is what x is. X square is nothing but it's 14 into 14 has been written here. Similarly 12 into 12. So this is what is been done throughout this table. So this is the value of x column, the square of the x column. Then y square is nothing but the square of the y column, that is 13 square, which is equals to 11 square is been written here, and we have done the summation. So this is this particular numbers. This is summation of x, summation of y, summation of x squared, summation of y squared, and this is summation of xy. So these are the values for this particular summations over here, right? Take the so we will be just taking the values and put it in the column. So if you'll observe here, n is 8 over here. So if you'll observe, this is n is 8 here. Let me change the pen color so that it would be easy for you to understand, because it's almost the same color of this table. Okay, fine. So this is partition. So 8 summation of xy is 1566 minus summation of x is 120 into summation of y is 104. N is again 8. Summation of x square as 1818. Then x summation of x the whole square will give me 120 the square. Square root of n as 8. Again summation of y square as equals to 1406 minus summation of y the whole square will give me 104 the square. And therefore, after just a multiplication by the calculators and all, you will be getting this particular values, and you'll be getting the final answer as r equals to 0.1924 as the final answer. Or you will observe this small r is lying between, or otherwise let me write down this number here, 0.1924. This lies between 0 plus 1 to minus 1 to plus 1, and hence we have got this as the correct one. Yeah, and this is a self-observation slide wherein 2 questions has been given along with the answers of them. And again, if you observe, the numbers are 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 10. So that means what, these numbers are very small. So you can directly go and move for the direct method. Direct method, the one which we have solved it now. Yeah, that is what from this particular part 2. Thank you. Happy learning.